What is going on YouTube? Here back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we do have a lot to go over. Obviously, we are going to be talking about XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, as well as the S&P 500. But more specifically, we need to go in a bit further. As you can see, the S&P 500 is kind of hitting its peak here, and I'm a firm believer we're going to start to see this dip a little bit lower. A small correction followed by a breakout here. That's the true look. Or we could just break out like that. I don't think that's what's going to happen, though. I think we need to see a bit of a pullback. Followed by a movement to the upside here, a breakout to the upside here. But that small reversal is a healthy pullback for the market. And I'm telling you about this first because I think that's going to cause all the cryptocurrencies to do the same exact thing. As you can see on XRP here, lots of interesting, peculiar technical movements. Yesterday saw a major flashbang go off with the prices exploded from, a low of 64 cents all the way up to 75 and then all the way back down to the same level here. So what we're going to have to do is jump back onto the 4-hour charts, see if we could tweak these a little bit. Are we able to maybe include this in the market here? There's clearly a bottom floor here. Maybe it's not a descending fractal as much as it is or not a bull flag as much as it is a descending triangle. Maybe that's what we're seeing. I don't know just yet. Looking at the daily, it's not too revealing, but when we jump to the 4-hour, we'll definitely be getting a better look-see. Same thing goes with Ethereum. You can see Ethereum is starting to peak lower. Same thing goes with Bitcoin. So like I said, with S&P hitting its top here, it's on the verge of seeing a correction, or at least a correction would be necessary in my eyes in order for us to head higher up. And what is that doing? It's causing every other cryptocurrency to do the same thing. It seems like maybe the S&P has some catching up to do, and cryptocurrency is already doing it. We already hit a peak. We're already correcting. We already hit a peak on Ethereum correcting. Bitcoin hit a peak and is correcting as well. All these cryptocurrencies are starting to slip lower. We kind of called this a few days ago, saying we've hit the top. So by no means is it a surprise. You can see right here, I literally have said, where do we go? Breaking news. This was 2 days ago. Breaking news, we have hit the top. And as you guys can clearly see, that is exactly what we did. And then we are starting to now dip lower as expected. But with all that being said, definitely make sure to smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and let's jump into today's episode. So guys, super quick, before we dive into the technical analysis, not only make sure to check out my Patreon if you want all my trades down in the description below, but also make sure to check out BidFi, the #1 cryptocurrency leveraging exchange that I like to use here on the channel. BidFi is giving away a $200 reward for signing up with the link down in the description below. You can earn $200 in free cryptocurrency, $50 coupon, $100 bonus, and another $50 bonus by literally signing up, completing KYC, and activating the futures account. It is that simple. Make sure to check that out. Don't wait. Check it out today because it is not going to be here for that much longer. Now, moving forward and diving into the technical analysis, you can see 2 days ago we made a video basically saying we've hit a top here. We've peaked, and there's a good chance we are going to start to veer lower and dip downwards, and that's truly what we're starting to do already. You can see in regards to the top 10 cryptocurrencies, you can start to see this quick refresh reveals the markets are starting to skew a little bit downwards here. We're kind of hitting that top resistance. We hit the top. So now what do we have to do? You can see here on Bitcoin, we've definitely started to plateau. Even though we're up 5% for the week, we've definitely plateaued. Same thing goes with Ethereum here, hitting that major resistance up top. BNB is dipping lower. XRP is dipping lower. Solana is starting to veer lower after we've been up 30% this week, which is incredible. But you can see if we're not hitting that top ceiling, we are starting to veer lower. Either we're flatlined out at the top or we're starting to correct lower, which is inevitable and most likely going to happen within the rest of these cryptocurrencies. Now, as you guys can see, yesterday we pretty much thought, hey, is there the 5th descending fractal forming here? And it seems like there is, and we could maybe just tweak to incorporate what exactly is happening right here. It could be something like this. It's not uncommon. I mean, yeah, we're trending at the top here. I mean, we kind of want to incorporate it and to see the look that everything is giving. And it's kind of peculiar, if you ask me, because it almost seems like we need to stay the course here. There's definitely a bottom support. We're going to have to draw in a horizontal line right about here. With how everything's starting to implicate itself and starting to react with itself. You can see the lower high, lower low movements here. We're starting to react right here on support. And there's a chance that we could be reversing off that soon. And it's interesting that we broke through it more so because not only is the timing accurate, but what's funnier is now we're kind of using the top. So there's a chance we could break through it and correct back inside this descending fractal as we head lower. There's a very high chance that is up for grabs here, as we haven't necessarily broken out of it just yet. But you can see maybe more so this was a descending fractal. Maybe it wasn't this descending, or sorry, maybe it wasn't a descending fractal. Maybe it was a descending triangle here, something along the lines like this. And we had this beautiful symmetrical, or sorry, descending triangle forming here, where we had these higher lows forming. We had a price floor here. We filled in the gap, and right here was that breakout. That's kind of what things are looking at. So I think I might leave it alone like this and see where exactly we go from here. Are we going to continue to use this as a support? Are we going to be breaking back inside, and then we can, reenact this descending fractal here? There's a lot up for grabs and a lot up for debate. I mean, we were expecting a breakout as we were in a descending fractal here. We kind of figured that would happen, but at the aggressiveness that this took and how quickly and abruptly it took within 4 hours here, it was definitely a bit difficult to get in a trade. However, we're still in a good space right now to see what exactly is going to happen. Are we going to break through floor and drop? Or are we going to keep hanging out here? I think we need to take a step back for XRP for the time being and kind of let this play out a little bit more so we can get in on a more conservative trade. Obviously, we've been more moderate and aggressive recently because we've been focused on the 4-hour charts here, but I think there might be some more conservative trades on like Ethereum or Bitcoin per se before XRP. Now, obviously, we do all these trades on BidFi, which is the #1 cryptocurrency leveraging exchange that I like to use here on the channel. BidFi lets me buy long, sell short, leverage trade, create stop losses, take profits, everything you could possibly want on an exchange is offered on BidFi. So make sure to check them out down in the description below, where you can earn up to $2,888 completely free, by signing up down below in the description, and then literally click USDTM and you'll be able to leverage trade XRP by clicking that. And they have the trading view chart populated right here. Now, moving forward into these other cryptos, you can see we're kind of in a wonky scenario right now. Things are definitely trading sideways quite a bit. And I think we need to continue to float this out, like continue to trend outwards here. You could definitely see we're coming into contact yet again with our uptrend on Ethereum. We're getting very close to it nonetheless here. But you can see we are starting to consolidate more. Is there a good support here? I don't see one. Maybe there's a price floor, but there's not so much a nice indicator that's revealing enough to buy in or to short. So we're going to have to just let things pan out a bit more, consolidate a bit more. This is necessary, as you guys know, because these cryptos, for the most part, are overbought or were extremely overextended. I mean, XRP just came off a 50% bull run here. So the fact that we're seeing consolidation right now is by no means a shocking or surprising movement. Once we are done correcting or consolidating, because it seems like the markets are more so just kind of trending sideways than they are dipping lower. We had a small dip on XRP, but it's all relevant within 71 and 64 cents. So we're talking a 5-cent deviation here. There hasn't really been much movement at all. Now that XRP is catching up with its 4-hour, there's a good chance we might not be seeing much lower movements to begin with here, but we need to let things consolidate a bit more before we get in. That's pretty much the takeaway for today's video. Let these things consolidate a bit more, and then we can reevaluate our positions, because nothing is really showing signs of buying opportunity just yet. We did get that short opportunity rejecting off price ceiling, and we are starting to dip lower, but we haven't really proven which direction we're going to be going to yet. A lot of it was just major. It's like cooling off from a major explosion in price that we just saw. So let things cool off a little bit further, and let's focus on where exactly the S&P 500 is going to move, and then maybe we can go back to cryptocurrency for the time being. But right now, it's like let the markets cool off a bit. We've made tons of profit trading cryptocurrency over the past couple of days, over the past couple of weeks. So to sit out for a couple of days to let the markets kind of figure out where they want to move, it should cause nobody an inconvenience here. Now, as for the S&P, because we've taken this trade, you guys know how we did this here, hopefully. You guys remember, but basically we took a bars pattern, wherever that might be. Let me find it right here. We took a bars pattern of previous breakout right here, and we took this, and we then overlaid it on top, you can see, and gave us this charting right here. The identical charting, you can see clear as day. It's a direct copy. So with that in mind here, history is repeating itself, and typically, by the way this bull flag looks, which is bullish in the long term here, we might correct downwards, followed by a breakout. And that's truly what I'm looking for within the S&P 500 here. So we are still bullish on these cryptos and the S&P. I just think we need a cool off period for the time being. But with that being said, definitely make sure to smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.